what are some of the things that I always try to tell you when we want to make it sound balanced? Like, what is one of the things I'm always saying to you? I'm always telling you to do what? Say it again, Omar.
Breathe together.
Breathe together. What else? Listen to your buddy section. What else? What else? There's lots of other stuff. What about vowel shape? What am I always telling you? Keep the same vowel shape. Anything else? What about your air? More air. Like, what do I always tell you before we start playing? Take a deep what? Take a deep breath. Okay, so we said we need to breathe together. We said we need to keep our same vowel shape. And we need to listen to each other, like side by side, or what Ezekiel said, listen to your buddy section. We also said that we need to take a deep breath. Is there anything else I'm leaving out? Vowel shapes, right? We need to keep our vowel shapes. What do I always say about your face? Firm on the shirt. Should it be moving?
No.
No. Okay, well, let me write these things down because I tend to forget. Okay, so we said breathe together. Breathe together. We said take a deep breath. Handwriting's not the best. Okay, we also said keep our vowel shapes. Shapes the same. Listen to our buddy section. I'm abbreviate because I'm getting lazy now. Did I leave anything else out? What else? Firm embouchure. Oh, that's 5. Can't count either. Firm embouchure. That's right? Is there anything else I'm leaving out? That's pretty good, right? That's a lot, right? That's 5 different things. So I want you right now to pick one of these things that you're going to focus on, okay? Now, what we're going to say that all of these are going to be our goals right now. These are our goals or look-fors. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you the fancy teacher name, okay? So this time, let's go back, and I want you to play long tone 1A together, picking one of these goals right here. You're going to individually pick one of those goals to do, okay? And then we're going to kind of go back and see, well, did we do this, or do we need to find a common goal that we all need to do, okay? So here we go, horns are up. This is long tone 1A, middle note is 4 counts long. Here we go, 5 and 6, pick one of these, 5, 6. Let me see a show of hands. How many of you said, yeah, it was pretty balanced, Ms. Rod? Okay, that's okay. Put your hands down. How many are like, not quite, Ms. Rod. I didn't hear all of it balanced. Okay, if you're thinking it didn't sound balanced, then I want you to ask yourself, which one of these things as a group, not as an individual, but as a group, which one of these things did we not do together as a group consistently? What do you say, Ezekiel? Well, okay, let me ask the whole class together. Did we all breathe together every single time?
No.
There's some places where we didn't breathe together, okay? Did we all take a deep breath when we breathe together? Some of us did, but consistently as a group, did we do it? Not quite. Okay. What about keeping the same vowel shape? In other words, do you hear some people go, da, did you hear that? Or did you hear da, bra, bra? Did you hear that sound? Yes. Okay, so did we keep the same vowel shape when we did that? No. Not quite. What about listening to our buddy section? Like, could you hear your buddy section, or did you hear individual people sticking out? So we kind of heard both, right? So maybe this isn't something that was really, really bad. Okay, and then what about the firm embouchure? Again, did you hear brah at the beginning of some of the notes? Yes. So we definitely need to work on this one, right? We did okay with listening to the buddy section because I thought it sounded pretty balanced. Keeping the same vowel shape, we probably need to work on that. And we for sure need to take a deeper breath, and we need to breathe together, okay? So I feel like number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 5 are the ones that we need to focus on. Out of these 3, which one do you think is the most important we need to focus on right now? 1. How many of you say 1? Raise your hand. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, how many of you say 2? Okay, how many of you say 3? Okay, how many of you say 4? Keep a firm embouchure. Okay, all the hands, almost all the hands went up on this one. So we need to breathe together. Make sense? And we need to do that every time we start a new repetition. Make sense? I think if we breathe together, all these other things right here are going to be taken care of. Yeah? So let's prove our theory. Let's go back and do long tone 1A, and let's see if it works. Here we go. 5 and 6 and 5, 6. Us have a balanced sound, we need to do all 5 of these things, but the most important thing is to do what? Breathe together. Yeah. Do you see how it cleaned up a lot of that stuff? Like, once you started breathing together, everyone started to take a deeper breath. Like, I didn't even have to say anything to you. Did y'all notice that? Did you also notice that our vowel shape stayed the same, especially in our low brass, because I didn't hear the distortion. I didn't hear duh, I didn't hear any of that. I heard a little but it disappeared after we got to the 3rd set. Okay? Listening to our buddy section. Oh my gosh, do you hear how balanced that was? It was amazing. And then of course the firm embouchure. If you're keeping your embouchure still, that gets rid of that that we heard. And y'all fixed it on your own. I didn't have to tell you. Okay, so now we said these are our goals. Here's the big teacher term that we call. What we just did is called learning intention. Okay? Our learning intention was to play our long tones with the balanced sound. We did that. Check. How do we know we did it? Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Right here. These are our rules, okay? We're not going to just call them look-fors. That's our little term. The technical term for the teacher term is called success criteria. Okay? That's the big fancy teacher term. Does that make sense? So now, in our heads, we're going to say that this is the most important one. Put a star right there. And then number 2, number 3, number 5 are our next important ones. And finally, number 4 is going to round it up, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. This will be our goal for the rest of today's rehearsal. You have to do all 5 of these things every time you play, starting with this one is the most important one. Cool? Awesome. Now, let's put it together. Can we do long tone 1A and 1C? Let's have woodwinds on 1C, brass on 1A.